play with that stuff around here, man.
Yeah, man.
I'm gonna do is put a little intro up here. Put a little introduction on this recorder and then get you to identify yourself and all that stuff.
Okay.
Okay, today's date is April the 20th, 2020. Time now is 12:48 p.m. This is Sergeant Sean Henneberger. Present with me is the Officer Corporal, Officer Favis. He's here in reference to a call at his apartment complex on Riley Lane. It's at Parkland. What's the name of the apartments?
Park Villa.
Parkville Apartments are on Riley Lane here in Shreveport. Offense number is 200617003. And I was dispatched at 22:01 hours. Officer Favis, for the record, could you put your full name and badge number?
Officer Darrell.
Spell that.
Darrell. Last name Favis. Junior.
What's your badge?
1501.
And you do courtesy at the apartment complex, right?
Yeah, I've been a courtesy officer there for 2 years now.
Okay. Just in your own words, well, tell me this. What do you do for the Shreveport Police Department?
I work patrol.
Patrol? What area?
Area 4,
And what shift?
Lakeside, A shift.
Which is graveyards, right?
Correct.
Okay. In your own words, tell me how you got involved in this thing started.
Okay, so around 9:15, I received a call in reference to a tenant that was yelling the entire day, from my understanding. His name is Maurice Dion. I went to contact him.
He was the complainant?
Yes.
Okay.
For our answering service, apartment C102.
Okay.
Okay. And so I responded to it. I went on, got dressed. So I made over there about 9:40-ish, going toward 10 o'clock. And,
Do you live at the apartments?
I live at
okay.
the apartment.
You just got dressed and all that and then make contact with, okay.
Yeah. So he still was doing the same thing. Upon me walking up to the door, I could hear him shouting. I was thinking maybe he was on the phone or something like that, but I started to hear what he was saying, and it was just gibberish, just random words. And I'm knocking on the door, trying to make contact with him, but he wouldn't come to the door. And I went on and I tried to dispatch fire department, but they couldn't hear me on the radio, so I called them. Got fire department on scene. I walked out to get them, to flash them with my flashlight, and I came back and the door was open. So I don't know if the guy opened it or one of they just twisted the lock. But we didn't have to make a forced entry or anything. Okay, from there, I went inside the apartment. I seen him in the chair, and I tried to make contact with him, called him by his name. He wasn't responding. He was like buck-eyed, and he started shouting words again. He was like, "I see you," and then he was saying that to step back. And I put dispatch. I stayed on the phone with dispatch. I put him on speakerphone until officers arrived, because I didn't know if he was gonna get up or be combative or not. Went on, got the officers to 1018. Officer Rabelais and the other officers in the room. They showed up. We went on, got him up. He wouldn't stand up voluntarily. We got his arm, put the handcuff on one. So, like I said, he wouldn't stand up or anything unassisted. So we took him to the couch in front of him and we put the other set of handcuffs on him. We did 2 sets. And he was still screaming, stuff like that, saying he was being arrested. And then he was screaming all the way to the point where we got to the door. And that's where he kind of mellowed out. And then we had him proned out from the doorway. We went and took him down the breezeway. And I noticed it was like liquid. We didn't know if he had something in his pocket, but like he urinated on himself. And so we flipped him over. I put my knee in his back so fire department can check his vitals. And I guess that wasn't reading right, or they wasn't getting good signals from it. So they were like, let's go and get him to the stretcher. So we picked him up, took him to the stretcher. All the officers out there, we picked him up, took him to the stretcher. And we took the handcuffs off of him, put him on the stretcher. And then that's when they began their code.
Okay. Let's, when you first made contact with him through the door, did he respond to anything you asked for?
He didn't respond to anything.
But he was still yelling and screaming?
Still yelling.
Could you hear that? Was it bothering all the neighbors?
It wasn't just super loud. I could see like next door neighbor.
Okay.
But it was, you can hear it on in the breezeway.
And before I go any further, you've been there for 2 years. Have you ever had any other dealings with Mr. Wavey?
2 days prior to, my apartment manager had me do a welfare check. Miss Linda, she was on scene as well to unlock the door. Just in case we couldn't get in. But said Mr. Wavey Austin's family member said he's on a new medication and is talking crazy. They're afraid he had a stroke or a bad reaction. So that was 2 days ago. Well, that says that happened Saturday. So take 2 days ago now.
Yeah.
But I talked to Mr. Wavey, knocked on the door. It took him a while to get to the door, but he just, I had never met him before, so I just thought he was acting odd or paranoid. But he was having a conversation with me. He said he was fine. So he was good then. So the behavior tonight was totally different.
Okay. And your apartment manager's got the family's contact information?
Yes.
Okay. So tonight, 9:40, you make it to his door. He didn't answer. You call for the fire department.
Mm-hmm.
Is it your manager there at that time too?
I went on and called her because I was like, it might be a forced entry type situation.
Yeah.
But yeah, I got her to call
Okay.
come on scene.
And she got there before fire department did?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So when fire department arrived?
No, right after.
Right after? Okay. So you walked out, got fire department, came back, and the door was already open, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So he apparently got up and opened the
Either
door.
he got up or they just twisted the knob because we didn't check. I didn't check if it was
Oh,
unlocked.
his fire department grabbed it. Okay.
Probably so.
Okay. Okay, that makes sense. So, and fire department opened it, but did they try to talk him out first?
No, they
Okay.
didn't.
They just stepped back?
Yeah, I literally came back, the door like cracked open. I'm like, okay. So I went to check his name on my phone before I made entry. I said his name, he didn't respond. So you see how it looked in there.
Mm-hmm.
So I was trying to see where he was. He was in the chair. And I was trying to talk to him, he wasn't responding in a normal manner. And he started shouting the gibberish again.
Okay. So you said you walked up and describe who was with you and who did what to get him out of the chair.
It was me, Rabelais, the female officer. We got up to like twist his arm to put the handcuff on. Then we got up, he was dead legging us. So we took him over, put him face down on the couch.
Can you describe how y'all got him up out of the chair? Do you know did you grab a certain part of him? Did you,
No, I had it on
Which one?
the right arm.
You got his right arm, okay.
Yeah.
And you just picked him up?
Mm-hmm.
Which hand did y'all put the handcuff on?
It was his left hand.
His left hand, and that was when he was in the chair still?
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
So then somehow got him up, and then we got him onto the couch, and then I assisted with the right hand, and we went on put that cuff on, and we connected him.
Okay, gotcha. And when you put him on the couch, can you describe how you put him on the couch? Was he laying like the length of the couch? Or just, so if this is the couch right here, and here's the chair, did y'all lean him on it, or did y'all lean him this way, or lean him this way?
Yeah, he like this.
Okay,
You know,
so
like that.
basically his upper body is on the sofa, and his legs
Still on
knee
the
on the ground. On the ground, I got you. I handcuffed him, and then he was still talking gibberish through all that until y'all got him outside the door, or just about to the door,
Yeah, just about to the
and
door.
that's when he went limp and.
Yeah.
Okay. So what was your, when you went in to get him and handcuff him up, what was your plan to do with it? Were you gonna arrest him? What was?
No, just really detain him, just for the fact that he might be combative.
Mm-hmm.
So, fire department can work on him.
Okay.
So we just gonna secure him, see what's wrong with him, check his vitals. That was the only plan.
Okay. And you came up with the combative based on when you were initially there and he told you to get back, get away from him?
Yeah, step back.
Step back.
Yeah.
Okay. And that's when fire department was on scene, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, before backup came.
Yeah.
Okay, so fire department's there, you go in, he's telling you to step back, step back.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And should all be on recording with the dispatch.
Did you call info channel or who did you call?
I believe it was info, but Rab, let's see how that. Tell an officer to stay back.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's it, 2202.
So he literally got it verbatim.
Cool. Okay. When y'all carried him outside, did you maintain the right arm? And
Yeah.
who had the left arm?
Rabelais. The other two got the legs.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the other two would be
Myers and the
Davis.
female. Yeah, female officer.
Okay. Davis, yeah, okay. Okay. Trying to think if there's anything else. Can you describe what does the apartment look like? Conditions, stuff like that.
Everything was in disarray. It was clothes, bunch of clothes everywhere, trash. It looked a little weird in there.
Okay.
It didn't like you, wasn't like you were going mad. It just looked like you weren't keeping it.
He wasn't very clean.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I'll show us the statement you given today in the truth to the best of your knowledge.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Is there anything I haven't asked you that you think may be important?
No, that's it.
Okay. Time now is 1:01 a.m. Same date, same location.
Yeah, Mr. Dion's
Definitely got the call.
Yep. C102, this is his phone number.
I thought I wrote that down. Oh, there it is. Yeah, I got that. 773 6006.
And date of birth.
That's the big one. Cool. All right.
All right.
Call me, man. You go to work.
All right, appreciate it.
No problem.
All right.